Hello, how are you? Come on in, come in, come in, come in. So I'm back from Iceland. I am back in the room. I am back on my step. I am back in Ireland. I am feckin' roasted. It is hellish. I know the temperatures are meant to have gone down, but I think it must be very humid, do you know? I am quite literally swollen from the heat. Swollen in my face and swollen in the rest of me. And it is not just because of the many tons of pick and mix that I ate when I was in that there Iceland. It's hellish. Now it's Sunday where I am, and it's meant to be starting to pelt rain. Apparently, according to they do a special fabulous weather forecast on Sunday lunchtime on RTE for Ireland, and apparently we're going to be getting 250% of our normal rainfall. I am so happy, but the temperatures have to come down as well, you know. It needs to be cold rain. The hot rain, I feel like getting sick. I am not able for it. I am not built for this. Now, I've had a funny old week, and I will tell you, it's sort of a time of endings for me. Now, you know, like for years and years, we would go over to Old Woman's every Friday, me and my siblings and their wives and spouses and husbands and nippers and all, and we would maraud through the house and lie around in different rooms and have 84 tellies on the go, and people would eat their magnets before their pizza came, and it was fabulous, do you know? But anyway, Dad was getting more and more agitated and narky by the whole thing, because he had all these people arriving into his house, and especially small red maniacs who would like swarm through his room and change his lovely golf station to them funny cartoony things that they watch. And he wasn't able for it. And see, his thing is he wants to go back to Limerick, because Limerick is where he thinks of his home, because it was where he was brought up as a nipper, you see. So he keeps saying on a Friday that he's going to walk to Limerick, and Old Woman has to barricade the door and not let him out, because he can't be let out. But anyway, recently it's got so bad for Old Woman that she has taken to letting him, and me and Luca and baby Teddy do have to follow him, like hiding in the bushes. Not that we have to, because poor Dad is so gone in the head, you know, that he wouldn't notice. But anyway, it's difficult for him and it's difficult for her. So she said no more. So the new plan is that they will come here to mine's house, which is also very near to Old Woman's house, and Mum and Dad will come as well, you know. And so, but it was sad, do you know, like it was the end of, anyway, look at, you know, it is. But like, it's weird having like 14 people coming over to your house expecting magnets and expecting, they all have peculiar things. Like Niall will only drink milk, and as soon as Oscar arrives into the house, he needs sliced ham and sliced cheese. Baby Teddy needs jelly. Do you know, they all need something. Old Woman wants white wine, other people want red wine. Niall, as I say, wants his milk. Oscar is very pernickety about what he wants. Like he wants a blue straw in this sort of glass, and he wants orange juice without the bits, and he was indignant that we offered him one with the bits. Do you know, but like I haven't been hosting it up to now. So anyway, so they came, they made absolute shite of the place. It was sort of nice, you know, but hard work, because they don't know where anything is. Because like if you're over an Old Woman's and Dylan said, I want a glass of whatever juice, you'd say, go into the fridge and get it yourself, you lazy feck, you know. But here I have to go and show them, and our fridge is up high, so we're going to have to sort out steps and things, because I do not want to be backwards and forwards, and you know yourself. Anyway, so that was that. Now Tuesday, Posh Kate is going to Australia for at least 6 months and maybe a year, and that is making me very sad. And I won't talk too much about it, but anyway, I'm sad. And they're coming over today, and Mark and Haley, because we were the group that used to do the walking together, and I'm sad about it all, you know. And what else? And then I was proofreading my book through the week, and like that's always a weird old time. Now, I won't go on about it, but it was because I can't change it anymore. It makes me feel, oh God, I'm not so sure about this, to put it mildly. I won't go into it, to put it mildly. But look, himself says that I always go through this, you know, and I think everyone does when it's too late to change it. You know, the self-loathing kicks off and the doubt. So I feel sad and I feel full of self-loathing and hot, really hot and like gawking. Now, I am going to show you some good books. Hold on. This here by Dennis Lehane, Since We Fell. It is the grippiest thing that I have ever read in my entire almost 54 years. It is beyond grippy. It is indescribably grippy. And it's a funny one because it's a thriller, yeah, eventually. But for ages it's not. And even through the non-thrillery bits, I found it thrilling and incredibly grippy. And like I say, if you have a plane journey or if you're doing something unpleasant, again, I'm damning with faint praise. I don't mean it. It's feckin' brilliant. It is grippy. Like that, see? Now I have another book to show you. And this also has fall in the title. Before that fall. Okay, before that fall, since we fell. And that's just pure coincidence, you know? Anyway, this now is by some lad called Noah Hawley. And this is, my dears, a literary thriller, oh yes. This can be read in public, oh nobody's going to judge you, yes, literary thriller. Having said that, it's feckin' fantastic. It's grippy, yes, but it's not really about the grippiness. It's about, oh my God, he's such a fabulous writer. And he writes about people. He draws these incredibly complex, fascinating characters, all different types, you know, and with each one you're totally in it. Like, you know the way that fabulous fella David Mitchell does it. Maybe not as good as David Mitchell, because they're all set in the now, in the present, like in the present day, but they are still, they're really intricately constructed and very believable, and I cared about them, especially some of them. So, recommendations. Now then, what else have I done? So that's kind of it. It's sad. Things are ending. Hopefully the feckin' summer. I can't wait for the rainfall. And we're past the 21st of June. We've been told who the new professionals are in the Strictly's and who the returning professionals are. You know, the end is in sight. Autumn is a-coming. I just have to keep the faith. It'll be here eventually. You know, it's almost the end of June. Do you know? It's better than I know. Things are better than I realise. And now I will press on with the new book that I'm scribing, which, you see, people often ask me what my favourite book is. My favourite book is always the one that I'm writing, because that has the potential to not be a bag of shite. Do you know? That is the one that I haven't yet destroyed. So yeah, on we go. I hope you're having a good week. I hope you're not sad about the rain. I hope, like me, you are happy. And if you are not happy, then I am sad. I am sad for you. You know, I don't want anyone to be sad and miserable. Anyway, have a lovely week. Thanking you. Adios.